Hey everyone, welcome back to my latest trapping video. Today I'll be showcasing some clips from the community. So the first community clip here is Christian. His guild had actually migrated away. He was baiting offline for about 30 hours, and then he actually took a rally offline in his fake gear. Apparently KZ must have thought he was online because they sent the wrong rally and did not full counter him. So for whatever reason, they thought he was baiting offline. They tried to bamboozle him, but they ended up just countering themselves. So too bad for them. They sent Cav into his range while he was offline in his fake gear. He got online for the second clip though. By the way, if you guys want to know how to submit clips to be showcased on my channel, all you gotta do is add me online. My line is in the description down below. It is Predatorxvx. Add me online. I'll try to get your clip in a video. If it's not long enough for its own video, I will put it with some other videos, which is what's happening in today's video. I actually have 3 different people I'm showcasing. Christian first, then Metrix, and then Born to Win. All their clips are all rally trapping clips, and I'll be showcasing them today. So let's get into the next clip. The next clip is he's going to be taking a single rally. So he took 1 rally offline. He is now online, going to be taking a second rally. I think this rally leads a little bit better, but we'll see. Again, the troops they were sending were not cav troops or anything like that. It looks like they're, or not infantry troops, sorry. Because again, he's in range. They've tested him in range, so they've already done the frontline test. So they should think he's in range, but apparently they think he's offline. And again, the first rally was cav, which obviously is not countering his range frontline. Thankfully, for whatever reason, again, they thought he was online and like baiting them or something like that. Again, he was offline, so he didn't switch, so they ended up full countering themselves. Again, I think I've trapped KZ so many times with my rally trap that they now think every single rally trap is online and trying to bamboozle them, so they are never going to go what the counter is. Again, they've done this to me too, and they didn't go what the counter was either, but again, they ended up countering themselves in this situation. So again, it doesn't look like they're sending infantry again because their marches were way too quick to be infantry marches, so it looks like they're not going to try and full counter him again. They might go cav, they might go range, but they're definitely not going infantry. So let's take a look at what they're sending. It is a range rally, so our trap's going to switch to infantry here. Should have switched to infantry phalanx. Again, if you're getting a full counter, never switch to wedge other than cav wedge, because cav wedge is better than cav foul. For range in infantry, if you're trying to full counter, go range foul and go what's it called, infantry foul. Never go wedges on those ones. If you're taking a multi rally, then you can go wedges. That's when usually when it reduces damages from full counters. But if you're taking a single rally, don't go wedge other than cav. So that's just formation based, and where the troops are and all that. The normal fouls are much better than the wedges. So anyway, so again, he capped that pretty easily. There's quite a bit of tier 5 in that rally. KZ has a bunch of tier 5 players, so there was over 1.1 million tier 5 in that. And then he went offline and he got back online, and there was a triple rally set on him. So this is going to be a timed triple rally. This is not a just a run-of-the-mill triple rally where 3 different people set on him and they weren't timed. You can counter all of them. In this situation, when there's a timed triple rally, you will not be able to counter this, because most of the times what they're doing is they're sending one of each. So one's going to counter you, you're going to counter one, and then one's just going to be whatever. So if you, for whatever reason, let's say you're sitting in range wedge, the infantry rally is going to counter your range. The range is just going to hit your range, and obviously the cav is going to get full countered by your range. So sitting in wedge at this situation could be better. It will reduce the damage from the full counter infantry that's going to be coming in. You will take more damage from the range attack though than you normally would. Cav, it doesn't really matter, since you're full countering it, it shouldn't matter too much. But the rally is going to be coming in in a couple seconds. What he's going to be doing is actually just pulling out his troops from his sanctuary, throwing on his war gear, and then porting, because there's not much else he can do at that point. Because, again, you're not going to be able to counter more than one rally. If they're perfectly timed, they're all going to hit pretty much at the same time, and you're not going to be able to counter. So the best thing you do is throw on your war gear, and then pray at that point, and hopefully you are strong enough to cap the triple. So if you're taking a triple, by the way, please have at least a 10 mil front line at this point from these leads, unless you're running, for whatever reason, full Mythic Champ with 11k heroes and all that, and you're only taking like 3 mil per damage. But normally this is the damage you'll be taking. It looks like he took 1.8 mil from the Cab Blast. Again, he's sitting in range wedge for this one. He took 3 mil from the range blast. Again, range is a little bit more damage to range wedge. And then he took 5.3 mil from the infantry full counter. So this guy had, what was he, 104 or 126 castle stars, 174 artifact stars. Really strong lead, very legit, probably over 1,000%. So that was the guy who full countered him, and it looks like the Cab Blast guy had, how many was it? Yeah, that was 416. So almost 160 castle stars, 416 artifacts. Thankfully, he was not the guy who full countered him, because that would have hurt even more. And then the guy who sent range was, actually, this is infantry. Sorry. What? That's interesting. They sent 2 infantry. I would assume they sent range, but apparently not. I'm very confused on that one. But whatever. One of them did way less damage, so I thought that was a range on range that did 3 mil, but apparently that was infantry on his range that did that much. So that guy obviously wasn't as strong as the other 2 leads. So thankfully the what's it called? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. No one sends range anymore because no one sits in Cav. Again, if you're ever taking a multi-rally, just sit in Cav because no one sends range anymore. This happens all the time, by the way. Like, even when I was watching those like quad rallies and stuff happening, no one was sending range. Not one range rally. It's because no one sits in Cav for a multi-rally, so people just don't bother sending a range rally anymore. So they'll send an extra imp for an extra Cav or something like that. So again, so yeah, the first time I watched this, I literally thought that was a range, and then I just watched it back right there, and it was obviously a infantry rally. So ignore what I was saying before. So anyways, we're moving on to Metrix's rally here. He's going to be taking a single rally from GG7. He is more of a free-to-play account than the last one, because the last one obviously had some tempered Mythic Champ. Not exactly a what's called free-to-play account. It's kind of funny nowadays, like, since Mythic Champ, or Champ is so much cheaper than it used to be, people are running, like, Mythic Cups, or not Mythic Cups, Purple Cups, and they have, like, tempered Mythic Champ. This is not the first account that I've seen. So anyways, it's coming in. You can see he doesn't have, like, crazy high gear. It is an infantry blast. I think Metric only has, like, 11 million troops, though, so he might not cap this, and yeah, there was a little bit of a walkback, 112. That's just basically due to not having enough troops. So if you were watching this and you're wondering, do I have enough troops? 11 mil troops is probably not, because again, the guy who hit him in this video is not a top tier rally lead by any stretch of imagination. He's more like a low tier rally lead. If you want to call him a rally lead, he's a low tier. And again, there's only 2.1 in that rally. So I think actually he might have got a garrison that actually knocks him out. But you can see he's Mythic gear, nothing crazy or anything like that. Great job, the Metrics, though. Keep trapping. You're doing a great job. And again, with the Sanctuary, you get most of those back. So even if they're walking back, you're winning in that situation. So anyways, we're going to move on to the next one. This is going to be from Born to Win. The last clip he sent me was when he took 2 quads, so 8 rallies total. This one's just going to be a single rally. Again, he likes to bait with no anti or anything like that. Just sitting somewhere, waiting for people to hit him. It's a great way to bait. You don't have to be 500 mil might to be a rally trap. You can be, whatever it's called, like 1.2 bill, 2 bill, I don't know, like whatever. Just let them get your scout and they'll rally you. So again, you can bait at any might. You might not be considered a rally trap at 1.2 billion might, but you can bait rallies. So who cares at that point? Either way, you're still capping a rally. It doesn't matter if people don't want to call you a rally trap or not. If you're capping a rally, you're a rally trap at that. Or you're baiting rallies and people are rallying you and you're capping those rallies, you are rally trapping. even though your account might not be considered by the masses to be a rally trap account, you are still rally trapping. So ignore the haters when people call you out for that. You're not a rally trap. Well, ignore them. You're rally trapping. You're doing a great job. You're capping the rallies. Just because you have 50 million troops and you can cap the rally pretty easily, that doesn't really matter. So anyways, sorry about my rant. I get these comments in every video where I post like someone who's like 1 point something billion might trapping rallies, and they're like, that's not a rally trap. Okay, whatever. So I had to put the disclaimer out. Anyway, so he's gonna be taking a rally from XX here. XX is a pretty good guild. Again, I've been in XX at one point or another. I think it was with them for like 3 months at one point. So again, my solo trap was in their guild at one point, just because I actually trapped them, and then all of a sudden I was in their guild. It just kind of happened, and then I left because I wasn't in their kingdom anymore. Anyways, so the rally's coming in right now. He's going to throw in his war gear. Pretty good war gear. Again, a pay-to-play account. So again, he capped it pretty easily. They did not very much damage. Again, that's a normal amount of rally trap damage when you full counter nowadays. There's pretty much no situation where you take 0 reds nowadays unless they don't have pack 5 familiars. That's the only time nowadays where you will take no reds, is when they have no pack 5 familiars. And again, XX sent 1.3 million tier 5. They also didn't use their bunny on a target with 48 million kills. So, or not 48 million kills, 48 million troops. So there's that too. I guess they must have thought he was online and they would have got some follow-up rallies. Obviously, they didn't do a follow-up rally once they realized he's online. That leader is gone because they know he has 48 million troops, and unless they're doing like a 12 rally party, they're gonna be kind of out of luck at that point. So you can see the uncle, pretty good war gear, bunch of mythic champ in his war gear, 261 stars, 128 castle stars, legit lead, well over 1,000%. Again, I don't know what their attacks are, but I can just estimate based on their stars and their gear, it's over 1,000% at that point, based on all that. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video today. We'll have some more trapping videos coming out. Again, KVK is coming up. Try to get some traps from there. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.